Okay, these are my final thoughts regarding Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, the fight of the century. It's on. Um, Finally, well, I won't take too long with this final prediction because you've probably heard 1,001 people's thoughts on the fight and probably 1,001. So I, you're probably going to hear what I've said before again, but finalizing it, I believe that um, this fight is about adaptability and the ability to be able to adapt in a fight. And throughout Manny Pacquiao's career, I haven't seen a fight where he has adapted. I have seen him fight the same way in all his fights. His hand speed or his punching power has been the reason why he's won his fights. Um, but he's fought the same way all the time. Hence why in 4 fights with Manuel Marquez, he had 4 fights where he struggled. In the last fight, he got knocked out of him because he couldn't make adjustments. 4 fights, couldn't make adjustments. And people say, well, it was a lucky shot that Marquez knocked him out with, or Marquez dropped him earlier on with Manny's 2 feet squared up and getting caught with a right hand. So it wasn't a big punch that Marquez landed. It was more the case of Manny Pacquiao his 2 feet was squared up, had no balance, and got dropped. So even if you'd pushed Manny Pacquiao, it fell over. So for me, the hand speed of Manny Pacquiao, him landing those blinding punches. If Floyd Mayweather allows Manny, if he backs up against the ropes, his back touches the ropes against if he allows Floyd, no, if Floyd allows Manny to back him up against the ropes, then Manny will unload those blinding, blistering combinations. I don't think Floyd's going to allow that to happen. I believe Floyd's going to push Manny back. I think he's physically going to take the fight to Manny, take the center of the ring, and then push Manny Pacquiao back. So Manny's fighting off the back foot, and then anything Manny tries to throw after that, he's going to counter over the top. I really do believe that's going to be the thing. I believe I believe in this fight, strangely enough, that Mayweather's going to be the puncher in the fight. Yeah, I sound crazy. I believe Mayweather's going to be the puncher in this fight. I believe Mayweather's going to be the physically bigger man on the fight. I believe that probably by the time they get into the ring, Mayweather's going to be the size of probably a light middleweight, a naturally bona fide light middle, as opposed to Manny Pacquiao just making welterweight. I believe that Mayweather's going to bulk up physically because I believe he is going to, in his mind, he's going to be there to absorb an early onslaught and then come late down the stretch with Manny. I don't believe this fight goes 12 rounds. Manny's an explosive fighter. Mayweather's a counter puncher. So when you've got explosion with counter punching and you've got a guy who can't block a right hand, and all now, I mean, Roach has been with Manny Pacquiao all his career. He still can't block a straight right hand. And he's got this best straight right hand in the business, which is Floyd Mayweather. And unless Manny Pacquiao can drastically change his technique and his style and become a counter puncher, I don't believe that Manny Pacquiao is technically skilled enough to win the fight. Because here's this, yeah, he might be able to come in and out. How long is that going to last for? What, 2-3 rounds? What's Manny going to do then? If after he gets in and out, and every time he jumps in, he's getting countered, what happens then? What happens when Floyd times him? What happens then? Like with all of Floyd's opponents, when they start getting timed, there is no plan B. And Freddie Roach, is not a tactician. If you can remember the Marquez fight, Freddie Roach is the reason why Manny Pacquiao got knocked out. The sole reason, because Freddie Roach was talking all that rubbish about we're going to knock him out. If Manny Pacquiao had boxed, it would have been a different fight. And I don't believe that Manny's going to change his style. I don't care how much sparring. At the age he is now, I can't see him changing his style. And I can't see Mayweather really changing his style. I believe Mayweather's going to use more of the jab in this fight. I believe he's going to keep Manny at distance. He's got the longer arms. Keep Manny at distance with the jab. Popping him with the right hand. Constantly moving all the time. Lots of movement of Floyd. But he's going to try and keep the center ring and be the dominant person center ring and push Manny back. Manny cannot fight off the back foot. Manny's a constant come forward fighter. Constant come forward fighter. And I believe that's what's going to happen. And I believe that Mayweather does stop Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people say that Mayweather can't punch. I think that's rubbish. I think out of the guys he's fought in recent times, how many of those guys have been knocked out? Ortiz got stopped. Mayweather stopped him. Robert Guerrero, well, not even Keith Thurman could stop him. Canelo, he hasn't been stopped. And Maidana, well, I can't remember the last guy that stopped Maidana. So, you know, and these guys, Canelo, Maidana, two guys that did not come in on the night weighing, they weren't welterweights on the night. And Maidana, well, let's see, the Canelo fight was at light middle. So probably Canelo on the night was probably weighing more like a super middle. And then you've got Maidana, who probably was weighing anything between, you know, probably middleweight on the night. So these are two guys that blew up significantly. So please bear in mind when you say about Mayweather's not got a big punch, these guys have got very good chins. Some of these guys have got the best chins in the business. So yeah, you know, to find out, it's all about if Manny can find that left hand, because that left hand is key. If Mayweather takes away the left hand of Manny Pacquiao, what has Manny Pacquiao got? You take away the left hand of Manny Pacquiao, what's Manny Pacquiao got left? So I think Mayweather's taken the Manny Pacquiao left hand away, using his own straight right hand, taking the center ring and pushing Manny back. So I don't expect Manny to land the volume of punches a lot of people expected him to do, because Mayweather's going to control the fight and he's not going to allow Manny Pacquiao to back him against ropes. And even if he gets against the ropes, he's going to be spinning off those ropes quickly. Really do believe that. And I believe Manny will get hit hard early, and he'll come to understand early on as he comes charging in that he can get countered, he can get knocked out, and that Marquez fight may come flooding back in his mind all over again. As I said, I believe Mayweather wins this fight by KO. I don't believe this fight goes to the judges. And if the fight does go to the judges, Mr. Mayweather better be concerned. Those are my thoughts. A lot of greedy people out there in Vegas, and I'm sure that the rematch would bring in quite a lot of money. Those are my thoughts. Mayweather by KO. Take the left hand away from Manny. What does he have left? I'm out. Take care.